The night had already decided his fate. Before the sun rose on December 1st, 1948, a man lay dying on the cold sand of Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. No one heard him cry out. No one saw him struggle. By the time the morning light reached the shoreline, his story was already sealed, quietly, deliberately, as if planned. When passers-by noticed him, he looked almost peaceful. He was leaning against a seawall, legs neatly crossed, shoes polished, suit perfectly pressed. A cigarette rested on his collar, as though it had slipped from his fingers mid-thought. There was no blood, no signs of violence, no evidence of a fight. To anyone walking past, he appeared to be a man enjoying the sea air after a long night. But he was dead, and within hours, it became clear that this was not an ordinary death. It was the beginning of one of the most unsettling real-life mysteries ever recorded. The police searched his pockets. Nothing. No wallet. No identification. No keys. No letters. Every label inside his clothing had been carefully removed, cut, not torn. Whoever he was, someone had made sure his identity would not follow him into death. His clothes told a contradictory story. They were expensive, European in style, unsuitable for the Australian heat. His shoes were clean, without sand, as if he had not walked across the beach at all. He looked like a man who belonged somewhere else. An autopsy revealed something even more disturbing. His organs showed signs consistent with poisoning. His liver, spleen, and stomach were damaged. But no poison could be identified. Toxicologists were baffled. Every known substance came back negative. The official cause of death was recorded as unknown. A man poisoned by something that left no trace. As newspapers picked up the story, the public became obsessed. Who was he? Why was he here? And how could someone die so cleanly, so quietly, without leaving behind a single clue? Then came the detail that changed everything. During a second examination of the body, a pathologist discovered a tiny, hidden pocket sewn into the waistband of the man's trousers. It was so well concealed it had gone unnoticed during the initial search. Inside was a small, tightly rolled piece of paper. On it were two words, Tamam Shud. The phrase was Persian. It meant, "It is finished." The words were not handwritten. They had been cleanly torn from a book. Police scoured libraries, bookstores, and private collections across Australia. Eventually, a man came forward with a strange claim. He said he found a book tossed into the back seat of his unlocked car days earlier. He hadn't thought much of it until he saw the newspapers. The book was the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a rare edition. The final page had been torn out, exactly where the words Tamam should have been. Inside the back of the book, investigators found something even more unsettling. Light pencil markings, rows of letters, no words, no obvious language, just lines of capital letters arranged in a pattern. Alongside them was a telephone number. It looked like a code. Military intelligence was called in. Cryptographers analyzed it. Code breakers from World War II tried to make sense of it. Every attempt failed. The code resisted logic, mathematics, and language. Some believed it was an unbreakable cipher. Others thought it might be a personal shorthand meant for only one person. The phone number led police to a woman who lived less than a mile from where the man had been found. When detectives visited her, they noticed something immediately. She was nervous, guarded. When shown a plaster cast of the dead man's face, witnesses said she nearly fainted. Later, she insisted she had never known him. But under pressure, she admitted something strange. During World War II, she had once given a copy of the Rubaiyat to a man, an army lieutenant. She refused to say more. She refused to explain her reaction. She refused to clarify whether the dead man was the same person. Her name was never publicly connected to the case. She carried her secrets to the grave. As years passed, more anomalies surfaced. The man's calves were unusually developed, similar to those of dancers or endurance athletes. His teeth showed rare anomalies, missing lateral incisors, found in less than 2% of the population. His shoes were American. His suit was European. His grooming was meticulous. Some investigators believed he was a spy. The timing was right. The Cold War had begun. Adelaide was home to classified military facilities. The coded message, The erased identity. The poison that left no trace. The woman who knew more than she said. Yet no government ever acknowledged him. No missing person report matched. No fingerprints led anywhere. International databases returned nothing. It was as if the man had appeared, lived his final hours, and vanished. Except for a body that refused to explain itself. He was buried under a simple headstone. Here lies the unknown man. For decades, the mystery refused to die. Then, more than 70 years later, science intervened. In 2022, advanced DNA analysis finally identified him as Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. For the first time, the Somerton man had a name. But the truth did not bring peace. Why was he using an alias? Why were his movements untraceable in his final weeks? Why did his death involve a rare poetry book, a hidden code, and a woman who never told the full story? And most unsettling of all, if this was not espionage, then what required such deliberate erasure? Even now, no one knows who poisoned him. No one knows why. The code remains unsolved. The meaning behind Tamam should, whether resignation, warning, or message, remains open to interpretation. His story ended exactly as the message foretold. Finished, but never explained. And perhaps that was the point.